Hello, my friends. Welcome to another Stryker break today. We've got Heritage High Number hobby boxes and a little bit of spice on top. Some HTAs. We're going to get right into it. Stuff is tedious to rip. Matthew asks, what are people's thoughts on celebration boxes? Haven't gotten any yet. Waiting on mine in the mail. Hopefully they get here. Well, we got a box loader right away. Have yet to get a real good one. I wonder if they even have really good ones. I don't think there's a checklist for those. And we're off. Mark City in the house, what's up? Still trying to figure out the best way. Dude, my thumbs are still raw from Wednesday. Painful. A painful rip. Heritage High Number, a painful rip. We'll be watching baseball live today. Yeah, I mean, I can't wait. Baseball doesn't start till like 7 tonight. The main slate, at least. So we got some time. Got a little time. Watched baseball all day yesterday while I was working. It was great, but MLB TV did not work right off the bat. Like, I started watching, so the Yankees were on ESPN, so I was watching that. But as soon as the other games started, put it on MLB TV, and it was just an error messages over and over and over. I tried different browsers. It was like trying to buy in at tops.com for the Heritage High Number boxes. It was just like that. I felt like I was doing the same thing. I'm refreshing. I'm using different browsers. I'm trying to go in private mode. I'm re-entering my data, trying to log in. Nothing worked. I even tried it on my cell phone. Like, yeah, maybe that'll work. Nope. But after about maybe like an hour, it started working again. So I think just a lot of people were probably hopping on at the same time, and they had to iron some things out. I don't really know. ESPN Plus was glitchy too. Yeah. I wasn't watching ESPN Plus, but I can imagine. What a great day. How did you guys feel about the day? Did your team win? If so, what's your team? And what happened? Eric says, Tigers are going to struggle versus lefties this year. Well, it was the same story last year. Our strength is in our lefties, but we're going to be better this year because holy torque. Torkelson had 4 walks and a home run yesterday. I went back. I was trying to find how rare that is for just a person to get 4 walks. So first I did a search, and the search came up, and it was like, it showed me the instances of, I think it was the postseason, someone getting 4 walks. And it was super uncommon. There was only like 2 in the last like 20 years or something. It was crazy. But then I'm like, no, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for 4 walks in a regular season game. And then I wanted to add on plus a home run. So I started searching. I could not find the data. I plugged the question into ChatGPT. And ChatGPT was just being a little bad word. It was being lazy. I couldn't believe it. It's like, here's a couple instances. Oh, Wenceel Perez. And I was like, okay, you're showing me just a couple instances. How about all of them? I want all of them. And it's like, that's too much data. I was like, okay, just last year. How many times did someone get 4 walks just last year? And it's like, here are some notable instances. Like, not notable, all. I want all. And it's just like, that's a lot of data. I'm like, what are you, lazy? I like talking trash to ChatGPT, by the way. It's one of my favorite things to do. Like, I'll just start talking trash to it. Like, what is this? Look at this I did not try Grok, though. I've never used that. What is that on the bottom? That's weird. It's like, I don't know what that is, but Declan Cronin. This is a guy I've never heard of. Something's weird here. Hold on, let me just. can't see. There we go. Okay. We're in. What are we doing? We're looking for parallels. Basically, we're parallel hunting. And it takes so long because you got to go through every single card. There's a blue for you. Eduardo Rodriguez is $6.99. We got a whole case we're going through today, folks. So if you're interested in what the heck do you get out of a whole case, stick around and find out, because you will see what to expect out of a case. Another thing we got to look out for, thanks to KC with the eye-opening expose. On top, if there is a team SWAT, like instead of saying Giants, it'll say San Francisco. If you flip it over, it won't say that there's a team name swap. So that's how I'm going to need your help. If you see one of those, because I'm looking for other things, trying to figure out. I'm going to try to look up there, but it might not register right away. There's a banger, Jackson Churio Aqua. Let's go, starting off on the right foot. Although Jackson Churio with the golden sombrero yesterday. 0 for 5 strikeouts. Whew. Brutal. Isak Paredes and a blue. There's Julio, perfectly programmed. What's up, Scott? Paul, I hear you, man. Well, we only did 3 today, and I limited it to 1 buy-in. Couldn't do 4. 4 was too much last time, dude. Just between sorting. So on Wednesday, I was up from 7 a.m. and I didn't go to bed till about 3 o'clock all day, just working all day. It was an extremely excruciating long day. Sorting all this stuff out is not fun. There's Skeens for the Pirates pitcher. That's a tough pull, man. That card should have more value. I don't know what. It should have some value. I don't know what kind of value. Hold on one second. Torque looking good. Yeah, Torque was freaking amazing. He's a different player. He's a totally different player. He's the guy we drafted. We finally got him. He finally figured it out, and it's a mechanical thing. And then once the mechanics got right, it's a nice Nueve Marte to 75 black border, chrome black, I should say. But once he figured it out with his mechanics, what he was doing wrong, now mentally he's in a different place too. So he's in a different place physically and mentally, and it is glorious. We need a right-handed power bat so bad, and he is bringing that to the table. Aqua Josh Smith, Yamamoto rookie. I know it's only one game, and I know you shouldn't overreact to one game, but it's not only one game because he's been doing it all spring, and he carried it over into the regular season. So he's more confident. His eye is... Because of his mechanical change, he's able to sit back a little bit more and not get out on his front foot too early. This is a banger Imanaga. Silver to 225. Banger Imanaga. Man, we got 2 bangers in this first box. Cubs hit for John. And a Skeens rookie performers. Real good box. We haven't even got our hit yet. There, we got a mini as well. Justin Turner. Imanaga. White border Paredes. Tatis was awesome yesterday. Jackson Merrill was incredible. Lefty against Chris Sale. I think he got 4 RBIs. They had him in the 5 hole. And he's just like, yeah, wherever you want to put me, I will produce. It seems like I made the right choice keeping Jackson Merrill over Jackson Chourio, but it's just one day. It's long season. Don't freak out if your guy didn't do good on the first day. Don't get too crazy if your guy did awesome. Like, it's just the first day. And it also depends on who the opposing pitcher is, okay? But usually you got your best starter out there on opening day. So I just couldn't believe going against Chris Sale, lefty Jackson Merrill still has that crazy poise, unbelievable poise. Matt Olson. And he's looking stronger this year. Jackson Holiday looks stronger this year. They said he put on like 20 pounds of muscle. The Orioles exploded. That was fun to watch. Austin Wells leading off with a home run for the Yankees was encouraging because that's my starting catcher. So that's a good one. Auto miss. Yeah. Hold on. I was going to say, I did not see a hit in there. Let's see here real quick. We'll find her. There she is. Mauricio. It's tough with all those facsimile autos. But all this stuff gets sorted 2 more times, so don't worry. Nothing will be missed when it's all said and done. Got to sort out the rookies, then got to sort out the SPs and image variations. But I appreciate the heads up. Blue Jays going to suck? No, man. Just... it was one game. It's fine. Blue Jays are going to be fine. But you know what was awesome is Jimenez hit a home run. And that is very encouraging for the Blue Jays because they need a lefty to produce on offense. I couldn't believe they had him batting cleanup. I wonder if he's going to be batting cleanup when there's a righty on the mound. That's a strange choice. But it worked out for him. Sale and Skeens didn't get me wins. Listen, early season W's are very hard to come by because the pitchers are still ramping up a little bit. Like, let alone throughout the entire season, but early in the season especially for Skeens, you're not gonna and maybe next game he goes 7 innings, who knows? But they're gonna be awfully cautious with people, so they're not even gonna qualify for a win. Most pitchers are not even going to qualify for a win. So just give it a couple more weeks. Let them ramp up a little bit more. And you're going to be fine. Austin Wells and I got guessed. So I have 2 catchers on my team. I don't like that really. Although I have 2 good catchers. Moreno and Wells. And they both had pretty good games. Just relatively speaking, if from a fantasy standpoint, if your guy gets you anything in the counting stats world, like a run, an RBI, a hit, not necessarily because hits aren't a category, so it doesn't really matter with hits. It just matters like home run, RBI, and if they do get hits, hopefully it's 2 for 4 instead of 1 for 4. 1 for 4 is going to hurt you. 2 for 4 is going to help. You have the same 2 catchers, Frank? Yeah. Yeah, it's categories, Julia. 10 categories, 5 on offense, 5 on defense. Who was it? I still need to get another closer. That's one problem. But, dude, I had Cedric Mullins. I have Cedric Mullins on my team. He had the best game. He had the best game line of anybody yesterday. 3 for 5, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs for Cedric. What? Unfortunately, I only had him in I think 3 of my lineups, my DFS lineups, which is still crazy because he was a 4% owned guy. So having him 3 times, a 4% owned guy was good, but Not good enough to win all the money. A Chrome, Eddie Rosario. Laser Ramon, white border. Trio. Mini Verlander, we're 2 for 2 with our minis. Let's see, how am I sorting this stuff? Trying to do a little bit of a pre-sort, save some time too. There's a blue. Aqua Heel. Nick asks, are cards with black and white photos of players SSPs? Yeah, they're short prints. And if you don't know if something's a short print or a image variation, look on the back. Like here's one. It'll say right here where the number is. It'll say white border because that's a printing mistake. And for some reason they didn't correct that. But if there's any words there, it'll say B and W for the black and white. Cold Wind, blue. I did not get my blasters yet. So hopefully I get them today, maybe even tomorrow, and I will do either a stream or a video series ripping a whole case. Jesse Winker, white border. Eloy Jimenez, chrome to $6.99. Emmett says, new to baseball collecting, are there people trying to complete all parallel sets? There are. So this is a set collector's release. Ron Guidry. Autograph for the Yankees. This is a set collector's release. There will be people trying to put together all the different parallel sets, as well as the master set, as well as, you know, just the basic set. Everything you can imagine people are going to try to put together. So if you have like lots, you can get rid of like you know, a bunch of, let's say, aquas or whatever in a lot. People will definitely buy them. The blue Austin Hedges. Silver TJ Friedel to $225. Blue Barger. Yeah, the crazy thing is, yesterday, like Mackenzie Gore had a crazy strikeout day. He had the best day of any pitcher yesterday. He was striking out Phillies like it was free. So first of all, right off the bat, he's a high strikeout pitcher, but I'm also thinking to myself, like, man, I'm gonna be running lefties out there against the Phillies all year, as well as lefties against the Tigers. Edwin Diaz, $6.99. Maybe. It kind of depends. Like, once we get Matt Vierling back, that was another problem, is we don't have Vierling right now. Tyler Black, and he's actually a pretty good player. It's an aqua. But once we have Vierling and Torque from the right side putting in work, we got a couple other guys that are righties that are serviceable. We're going to be a more well-rounded team. But Torkelson had a day. It was really, really good watching that. And man, we almost won. One mistake was made. We would have won if it wasn't for one mistake pitch made to Shohei Ohtani after he was already ahead of him. I think he was up 2 strikes on Shohei. He kept Shohei in check. Scooble kept Shohei in check, and then one mistake down the middle. Like, you cannot pitch Shohei down the middle. He's gonna hit it home run like every time almost. He's that good. And that's all it took, man. He was pounding them inside, Ohtani couldn't catch up to Skubal, pounding him with gas on the inside. And then he let it drift over the plate and home run, just like that. Yeah, Sandy looked good. I'm glad I drafted. That was probably my favorite pick for my team of the whole draft. Two of my favorite picks were Sandy Alcantara, I got for cheap, and also Evaldi. For $1, that is way too cheap for Evaldi. He's it's like a horse, man. He goes out there. He's always going to give you 6 innings. He'll get you a quality start and like a 3-something ERA and a strikeout an inning. Just real solid pitcher. Nick says, I hit 6 SSPs or numbered out of 1 blaster. Yeah, the blasters are loaded. I can't wait to rip a case of them. Yeah, Sandy for free. Wow, you must have a like a 10-team league. See, I have a 14-team league, and we have a lot of spots that we have to fill on our roster. So there's not as many guys you can pick up off the waiver as if you're in a 10-team or a 12-team. Even a 12-team league there's way more guys available. 14 teams tough. Yeah, a lot of ducks on the pond for the Tigers, but that's a good sign. A lot of patience, a lot of hitting it where they ain't. Just a lot of like good baseball. I was really impressed. Even though we didn't get the W, I was really impressed because Snell is one of the best lefties in the league, especially against a team full of left-handed hitters. Snell's gonna put in work, and he's so tough because he just tries to paint the corners. And he got so many calls yesterday, man. We need robo-umps, and we need them now. Dude, Snell got, I would say, half a dozen calls last night that were clearly balls, and he got them called strikes. It was not fair. The opposing umpire absolutely looked biased, in my opinion. I know I'm biased, and I'm looking at it from that angle. But, dude, that was horrible umpiring. Will Jackson Jobe be legit as the Tigers' 5th starter? Not only will he be legit, but he's probably going to win Rookie of the Year. He's got a good shot at winning Rookie of the Year, and he's got a good shot of being like an ace. Skubal's our ace, but we could have 2 legitimate aces in Skubal and Jobe. He's that good. His stuff is that filthy. And he's got that much poise and confidence. Same way with Evaldi and Crochet yesterday. Yeah. I had a little bit of Crochet action too, but I didn't think he was gonna have a very long leash starting out the season. Nunez, Aqua. All right, I feel like there's something because there's. Let's see. Just got. Yep. Caught ya. Ha ha, Loperfido. You gotta be quicker than that. What's up with Loperfido? Anybody? Missing signature on there. I'm so proud I caught that. What are the odds? Umps were questionable in the Padres game too. Yeah, they're going to be... Dude, why not just implement the ABS system? It's already got all the kinks worked out. They should have just... Oh, let's wait one more year. I can't wait more. Can we have it after the All-Star break? Please? Kamish, I know you watch the show. Can we do it after the All-Star break? I don't want to wait anymore. It's detrimental to the game having umpires miss all these calls when we have the clear, easy technology to get it right. It's so easy to get it right. Enough of this. I like the system that they're working on. We don't need complete robo-umps. We just need that challenge system. You get it right, you keep your challenge. It's immediate. It's fine. It works great. Dominguez. Yamamoto. Wait a second. Why do we have a Dominguez there? Hold on. Let me go back through my... Is that a... Oh, it's that. That's why. Questioning my judgment. Maybe a union thing. Whatever it is. Enough. Nobody's losing their job either. It's... What kind of union? Like, ugh. No! Yeah, why? 'Cause it makes everything better. No! Like, New York Mets hit for Pete. Pete Alonso. That one's going to Chris. So we got one auto, one relic. Yeah, same reason that they kept Angel Hernandez for so long. Okay, how about this then? Don't like it, Union? You're all fired. We'll just get 100% robots in there. Then nobody has a job. How about that? You gotta have some leverage, man. You gotta have some guts when you're negotiating with these people. Okay, we'll get all new umps in, and they don't have to be as good because we got this new system in that can correct for that. We'll just give you 4 challenges instead of 2. But you have no leverage. In negotiations, you have to have leverage. And if you have none, you lose. So you can take your union. You know what you can do with it. Fetty. If that's the case. I don't even know if that's the case. I'm just like, it might not even be a union thing. Maybe the union's for it. I don't know. All I know is their people are sure getting a lot of flack for their horrible calls. Horrible calls. Someone needs to start a channel where they just go over. I've thought about it, but it's just too much work. Ben Brown, nice blue color match. I know they do it on Twitter where they like keep track of the umpires, and there's other places they do it, but someone needs to do that on a YouTube channel. Just go through all the missed calls and make fun of them. And how it actually affected the game. And how it changes the percentages based on that one missed call. It changes your odds of success immensely based on one missed call. You're 1-0. You're 1-0. And then the next one comes in. It's a ball. It gets called a strike. So it goes from being 2-0 to 1-1. You know how much that changes the outlook of your AB? Unfair. Bruhan. You already have a huge advantage as a pitcher. Huge advantage as a pitcher. And you're going to give them even more? I think they should just all err on the side of like, yeah, that was actually a ball. Yeah, no, I literally just said that, Sal. I know that they do that on Twitter. I'm talking about YouTube. 2 different things. Video versus image. People will watch it. Do I need to do everything? Do I just need to do that too? I don't want to, man. I'll tell you. Like when I'm sitting there watching baseball, I don't want to work while I'm doing it. Like to the extent where I have to like edit videos and stuff. Blaze Alexander. Blue Blaze. Hey, we're moving at a pretty decent clip. This is the last hobby box. We're doing 4 in each break. Clayton Claus. Doesn't help when the best ump gets caught for gambling. No, that doesn't help either. I think all umps should be investigated quarterly. Nah, monthly. I'm talking all of your electronic devices turned in to the FBI. Serious. All, in all sports. Any referee, any umpire, anything. Got a burner phone that we don't know about? Prison. I'm serious. Trying to delete the messages and stuff from your bookie or whoever? Banned. Prison. You're costing people money. You're stealing from people. If you're an umpire and you're fixing games, or you're talking to the mob, prison. Talking to the bookmakers. Just as bad as Madoff. You can go share a cell with Sam Bankman-Fried. Bagtown says, I don't understand the resistance to accurate balls and strikes. I know. Me neither. Makes me question people. Tennis has used it for years and it's much better. I know. Tennis is great. They get it right. It's very easy to do. It's all the technology's already there. It's already implemented. It's already in place. It's not implemented, but it's in place. There's no reason, like, you know what I thought was atrocious was, I think it was Terry Francona's take to the Reds. Like, don't even worry about it. Don't even, like, how he told his players to, like, not even think about it. Don't even worry about it, because by the time this is implemented, you guys are going to not even be in the game anymore, or whatever he said. Remember that? A month ago or something? Bad. I think that's a bad take. I think they should be preparing for it, and you should start getting your system in place of how you're going to handle it as an organization, as a coach, as a player. You better start ironing that out, because there's going to be a hierarchy of people who are able to do that. Like, if you're the 9-hole hitter and you just think you want to, like, throw that finger up as a challenge, we're probably going to save that for, I don't know, like Juan Soto to use. Like, I think I'm going to save it for him to be able to, or a superstar who has a good eye. It's got to be one of the people who have the best eye. You know, like your top 3 hitters probably, or in a situation where it's really important later in the game. You know, men on base and an important at bat. Maybe the pitcher's in a weird spot. Like, there's got to be. You got to start preparing for that. There's so many scenarios. You know, you got to start putting people through training. Maybe I'm taking it too far, but I think there's a lot of strategy involved in it. 2 outs, no one on. You're like 7-8 hitter. They're not allowed to put the finger up. Sorry, I don't care how bad you think it is. This is a blue border Irving Lopez. And also, as a consultant, teams, I'm your guy. I got it all worked out up here. I got it all figured out. You want me to give a presentation to the team of when and when they are and when they're not allowed to use it? Alec Marsh. And then we can open some packs. Have a team building experience. It's a pretty good idea, and you know it. Kevin Pillar. Maybe I'll sign some cards for the boys. Reggie Jackson. Francona told the NBA not to use the challenge system since it won't be in use in... Yeah, Will, that's what it was. And I respect Francona. He's one of the best one of the best managers. I like him. I just don't like that take. Everybody can have a bad take from time to time, now and then. And I understand why he said it. I understand the concept, the theory. Let's keep our guys focused. This is something that is not even to be in use this year, so let's keep them focused. I get it. They can still do both. They're not mutually exclusive. you can start thinking about using the system and also focus on your game. It's not that hard. Unless you're saying your guys are dumb. You're not saying that, are you? I didn't think so. So therefore, I win the argument. Boom! Tang white border. It's easy to win an argument when you're the only one talking. Pull any hot cabbage yet? Nah. I'm the only one that gets hot cabbage. Chapman Blue. Dane Myers. Chrome. Wife bought 4 celebration boxes, 6 heritage high number boxes at last Mart. Ooh, Walmart. Unprompted Taylor. You got a good one. Wow. Now you got to do something for her. That's, I'm sure you do all the time. But you got to return the favor somehow. And that means dishes, my friend. Impromptu, do the dishes. Tell her, why don't you go relax after dinner? Why don't you go relax? I got this. It'll go a long way. These are back-to-back. Tyler Black and Churio. Back-to-back Brewers in that Colo. We still have yet to get a gold. I'm hoping that'll come in the case today. Gavin Sheets. So we should be getting a hot box at some point. Oh, nice hit. Jackson Merrill, real one. Yeah. Sharif. Oh, man. Yes. Banger. Get a special stand. Green grass. Woo! Blue Kaiser. Silver Taylor. Nice break, number 1. We got 2 more boxes. Full of hits. Only hits. These 2. Nothing but hits. And a little bit of a different checklist. That's why I wanted to include these in particular. Because we got a lot of base cards with Heritage. So we got that end covered. Now this is some guaranteed autographs. And also it's the Bowman checklist. Both Bowman Chrome, Bowman Draft. So we're kind of getting more teams involved with the different checklists than might normally be available. We're going to do Bowman Chrome first. Yeah, it does say shortstop on there, doesn't it? But this card must have been made before his outfield switch last year. That shows you how long they've been working on these cards. Whoops. Hit the wrong button. Justin says Merrill was San Diego's only offense yesterday. Not true. Not true. They scored 7 runs. They had the second best offense on the entire slate. The second highest total on the entire slate. Tatis went 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Machado went 2 for 3 with a walk and an RBI. Arise had an RBI. Bogarts had a hit. Merrill had 4 RBIs. Gavin Sheets had a home run. Diaz went 2 for 3. Come on, buddy. Come on, Bubba. Quincy Scott, autograph number 1 for the Rangers. Going to Al. These are first autographs. Anibal Salas. Look at that. That is a very legible autograph, Anibal. I like it, and I give you all the props for that. I like the little circle for the eye, too. It's very feminine, but I get it. And Will Verdung, 10 of 50. Braves hit for Neil. The Tigers hit was going to Derek. So we got 3 first autographs. We got 1 parallel out of there. It's about what you can expect in general. Daniel says Tigers put on a great showing against Goliath. Yeah. Torkelson batting 1,000. He was 1 for 1 yesterday with a home run and 4 walks. Away game at LA against the Leviathan. And we held our own, and we would have won if it wasn't for one mistake. Down the middle pitch from Torkelson to Ohtani. The boys grinded it out, man. The scrappy kitties, the scrappy cats, man, they're so scrappy. It's crazy. Like, they never give up. They keep coming at you. They're getting on base. They're getting base hits. They're taking the extra base. First to third, like, it's, you love to see it. Oh, we got a big one on top. Chase Burns. First auto for Jonathan. That is a nice hit. It's got a little smear of grease on the top. That'll wipe right off. And a parallel. Herrick Hernandez. Mojo parallel to 150. And Eddie Reinders. For the Pirates. Matt, congratulations. Sports Better asks, who do you think is going to win the World Series? Dodgers. If I was ever going to put a futures bet on who's going to win the World Series, it would be the Dodgers plus 275. That seems like an easy moneymaker right there. If the Dodgers don't win the World Series, then that means like half of their team got injured and or some kind of a plane crash situation or something horrible, unspeakable happened. Like, it's almost a guarantee. They're so loaded at every spot. Their pitching is so deep, it's not even fair. I guess, like, if Ohtani goes down, they might not win. He's that important. He's that good. Because Freddie is old. Freddie's washed. He might still have a decent year, but he's not the Freddie Freeman of old. But they still have enough pieces around them. Like, Teoscar's a beast. Mookie, once he gets healthy. But the pitching is their strong suit, man. And like they could lose like 4 or 5 starting pitchers and still be good. Guidry's clean. You like that? Kaiser, Sheets, Pajes, Myers, Chapman, Tang, Campbell, Skeens, Nola, Pilar, Marsh, Lopez, Alexander, Freddie to 699, Maeda, Bruhan. That is Kimbrel to 699, Blue Brown, Fatty White, Stone, Hoskins, Martin Nunez, McMullen, Black, Diaz, Hedges, Jimenez, Berger, Winker, Wynn, Nola. There's only 50 of these. That's a black. Heel, Perez, Mini Verlander, Laser, Rosario, Skeens, Turner, Paredes. Hey, Doc. Rom Rodriguez Smith Paredes. 2024 rookie pitchers for the Giants. Cronin, DeTore, Friedel, Mauricio, real one. Guidry, real one. Marte to 75. Blue Churio, Aqua Churio, that's a banger. White Perez, another banger. Imanaga, silver to 225. Big boy, Jackson Merrill, real one. Big boy. Arcia to 75. Pete, game used. Pepio, silver. Loperfido, missing signature. Verdung to 150. It's a blue. Reinders. Hernandez. Another big one. Chase Burns. We've got multiple bangers in this break. First, Chase Burns. If you guys didn't know, he was the second overall pick in the draft. Salas, Scott, and Taylor, silver. Break number 2. We're continuing the case. Good luck, break number 2. Third of the way through the case. Where's the hot box? It's going to be somewhere. Stryker wishing that was a PC rip. No, I don't wish that anything that I rip for the friends is a PC rip. It's kind of an unflattering Soto photo. Soto photo? Whoa. No, I've never, like, it's separate. PC stuff and break stuff is separate. I'm able to disconnect. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do this. I'm happy to get big pulls for the slammers, and I don't wish that they were mine. I wish for better things for the slammers. Just I want every break to be a banger for them. Tough pulls Tim with a $9.99. After some research on my beloved soccer, Messi's rookie card recently sold in a PSA 9 for $52,000. Michael Jordan's 86 Fleer in a PSA 9 sells for 19. Really? Only 19K? Wow, that seems cheap. I bet you I'd be interested in the production. Tough pulls, Tim. I'd be really interested in the production. As far as, like, pop report. How many Messi 9s? How many, like, what's just the overall pop of both? And then the 9s and 10s of both? 8s, 9s. I just want to see the whole pop of all of them. But that's good info. I bought my Jordan. I got is it a 5 or a 6? I think it's a 5 maybe, and it was like $3,000. Quite a big difference from 3 to 19 though. I bet you there's a lot of 9s and 8s of the Jordans. And I bet the 10s are a lot more scarce. And I bet you there's like I don't know about, like, I don't know anything about Messi or soccer, obviously. So I can't even speak on production, popularity. I don't even know what year that would be. Do these have a case hit type of card? Oh, that's a good question. So we opened up 2 cases on Wednesday. We got a red ink, but that wasn't a case hit. That was out of 2 cases. We got 1 red ink. It's possible. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think they do like a case hit type. I think there's a lot of tough pulls. A lot of the variation are tough pulls. Dual autos are not a case hit. They're way harder to get than a case hit. I'm already glad I did not do more because my thumbs are just, they're like purple. Oh yeah, Hotbox. Yeah, you're right, Mark. Hotbox would be a case hit. type of thing. You get one hot box per case, and it's got the purple parallels in it. But there's like 24 purple cards. Every pack has a purple. Purple thumbs are a case hit. I should get some ice water and dip my thumbs in it between breaks. Oh, this is a... Here is our hot box. Did you know that? Here's our hot box. These things are just super juicy. Lipshus blue. Glass now, and we got a purple hot box. Brian De La Cruz. Ahmed. Eden. Hiroshio. Jansen, Aqua. Purple King. Marlowe. Purple Marlowe. Oh, yes. It's a big one. Aqua Skeens. Bam. Wes. Sweet hit. You got a hot box, 22 purples. So you had 2 packs that didn't have purples? That's strange. Stratton. Rookie pitchers. Purple. Purple Nasty. Color match. Be kind of cool to collect like all the different purple hot box Chuck Nasty cards through the years. That'd be fun. Jackson Rutledge mini. Minis are flowing today. Brady Singer, purple. Cedric, the man of the day yesterday. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. This is a cool song. Regular size 35-point top loaders Dakota. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We got over 500 in the house. I'd appreciate a thumbs up. Goes a lot. Goes a long way. We got a white border Musgrove. Purple Contreras. Molly. Purple Molly. Black Alec Thomas. Numbered to 75. What's up, Justin? How's the break going? Real well, man. First break was really good. And already we got an Aqua Skeens. So it's going well. And we've just started break number 2. Grisham. Blue Priester. Will Smith. Whitey Herzog to $6.99. Chuck Morton. William Contreras. Game used. Yeah, the blacks are really nice. There's something about this style, this release. The blacks are just so sweet. William Contreras. Wherever he'll fit right there. Terang. Are there true autos or only... Yeah, Justin, they're called real one autos. If you rewind the video a little bit, you'll see we pulled a couple of really nice, but one really big real one auto. And they have blue ink on there instead of that. And they're on card. And they also have red ink real one autos, and those are numbered to 75. I think they're 75. Bowman Chrome. Rodon. We pulled one red ink on Wednesday. Out of 2 cases, we got one red ink, which I've opened up quite a bit of Heritage High Number in the past, and that is, it's not a case hit. I don't think I've pulled one. I opened up at least 3 or 4 PC cases of 22 Heritage High Number, and I never got a red ink out of it. So they're tough. Grandal Chrome to 6.99. There's just so many hits in a hot box. It's outrageous. Really good. Moncada. Imanaga and Merrill back to back. Blue border? Yep. Blue border rookie pitchers. Biggio purple. Sorry, my phone just died. We got a silver here. Hold on, let me see if I can figure this out. What the heck just happened? It's weird. Just failed. Just the app just closed. Anyway, we were on Alec Burleson. Got a silver to 225. George Brett. Brenton Doyle purple. Over and over and over the hits. Stack. Mookie has a real one in here, yeah. Heat from the hot box. Maybe I gotta angle my fan a little bit better. Machado. Mookie also has autos and Topps Chrome Black. Is there a checklist out for that already, Doc? Must be if you... Or did they just say that there was Topps? Is Chrome Black a buy? I don't have any information on Chrome Black. I don't have a checklist. I don't have a price. I don't have an odd sheet. Maybe it's out and I just didn't know, but... I don't know, man. Topps does not keep me informed. Although I've requested multiple times that they at least tell me like what products are coming up. Pre-sale $331. I mean, is there like a checklist though? Let's see. $2025 Topps Chrome Black. Checklist Topps 2025 Topps Chrome Black. Maybe there is. Oh, we do have a checklist. Okay. It's kind of tough when a release just came out to like dive into the next thing already. You know, people always want to do that. Every single release, like release day even, people are looking to the next release already. It's crazy. It makes it tough when you're trying to be knowledgeable about one thing and then it's like, okay, the next thing. Although we just went like about a month and a half in between releases. Now they're going to be starting to stack up. We're going to have Bowman, Tribute, Topps Chrome Black, Beckett does not have it up yet. Let's see, Topps Chrome Black on Topps. Pre-release coming March 31st. You get 1 encased auto, 2 packs, 6 cards per pack. Oh, that's different. Good. About time. That was my idea. Been talking about that for like 2 years. They need to have more cards within a Topps Chrome Black release. It looks like they're doing it. So it says 1 encased autograph per box, 2 packs per box, 6 cards per pack, plus 1 encased auto. So, yes. That's great. Is there still Platinum Anniversary? I don't know. People said that Platinum Anniversary is coming out too, which they should. They definitely should. 2024, such a banger year for rookies. I hope they do. I'm not done with 2024. They already release info on Series 2? No. They showed the box, what the box art's gonna look like. But I think that's it. Read about Topps Chrome Black brand history. What, like 4 years of history? 3 years? Yeah, 2020 they started it. In 2020, Topps Chrome Black hit the trading card industry with its stunning design and innovative approach. This product delivers a quick rip experience that ignites collectors' excitement. Sounds like it's written by AI. Who talks like that? Each box features 2 base cards adorned with mesmerizing chrome tech backgrounds that ignite the imagination. Not this year though, right? What's new? Ivory Autos mark the debut of white dominant cards and a product that has been exclusively black cards. So it's going to be black cards, but the contrast is the white ivory and white dominant cards. Hold on, are there pictures of these? I'm not seeing any pictures. The minis! They keep coming. Logan Porter mini. Jack Leiter. Let me just give this a quick how do you do. There was an SP in there, that's why. Jack Leiter blue. Chrome Marlins rookie pitchers. Churio. Is it back to back like I thought? No. Maybe that isn't the check. The collation. Ranger Suarez white. You got a Mike Trout red ink auto out of your box, Russell? You lucky boy. Platinum Anniversary is your favorite. Yeah, it's not my favorite, but I know a lot of people love it. I like it for breaks because it's got a lot of hits. Jason Foley. It's got a lot of like parallels and guaranteed autographs. It's all chrome. It's good for breaks. Huge checklist, so it covers a lot of teams. So most teams have a chance at success. Reese Olson, black. Can't wait to see Reese Olson pitching well this year. He's a sleeper, man. Teams got to be watching out for the Tigers pitching. It is, I think it's the third best, maybe the best, maybe the second best. It all kind of depends. Like Seattle, it's between Seattle and Detroit after the Dodgers. For the best, I would go Dodgers, Seattle, then Detroit. I would say third if I'm trying to keep my bias out of it. Luriano in a blue. That's last year's description. Yeah, but it just, that's where the link took me. There's a link right on the Topps Chrome Black for this year. And it says read about Topps Chrome Black brand history. And that's where it took me. So, just telling you what it says. Morel. Perez to 225. I like this whole 2-pack, 6 cards per pack, and getting some more base black cards. I like that a lot. It doesn't defeat the purpose of, you know, being a quick rip type of product with just kind of hits and high-end stuff. It doesn't defeat the purpose. There should be more parallels in there anyway. Hopefully they add more parallels, but odds. Let's look at the odds. We have the odds and everything. Wow. Looks like I got to get to work. Eric Fetty. Back at some picks. It didn't pop up when I searched for it. But it looks like we've got rookie design variations, refractors, blue lava, green wave, purple mini diamond, gold mini diamond, orange wave, rose gold wave, white, red lava, and supers. We got a Riley Green game used for the 2025 Topps Chrome Black. And there's also a new design. I don't recognize this. Nocturnal. We've got Nocturnal, Depths of Darkness, Ivory autographs, Pitch Black pairings, dual autographs, Super Futures autos. Pretty simple checklist. We'll see how many different autographs are on the checklist. But Ranger Suarez, Connor Joe, Ortiz Aqua, two more boxes. This product seems pretty underwhelming. It says Aries 14 out of the blue, out of nowhere. Then you don't know what you're talking about. I mean, relative to what? What are you coming from? You coming from like Pokemon or some other sport? Or are you new to collecting? Let's get a little background info on you since you decided to pipe up in the chat. First time ever. You new to collecting? New to baseball cards? Coming from a different sport? Let's get your background. I'm just curious how other people think and where they're from. I'm also going to need your zip code, height, weight, ethnicity, last 4 of your social, and your mother's maiden name. I'm going to do a little digging on you. Off and on, collector, past 10 years or so. Football, baseball, some hockey. I'm waiting for your mother's maiden name. Dakota says, product sellout, I'd say, is due to scalpers, not excitement of the drop. It's an interesting take. It's wrong, but it's interesting. How did you come to that conclusion? Was it just something that was like brewing in your head and you're like, that sounds about right? Sending your social in a private message. That's a good idea. You're smart, Aries, and I like that about you. What's up, Shane? No, I'll tell you what creates excitement. You ready for this? Because it's complicated. It's very complex. The checklist. Wrap your head around that one, if you can. Hold on, I gotta fix something real quick. All right, we're good. Just had to print something out. Multitasking master. I'm the master. It's insane. Howdy, everyone, says Lucas. Happy start to the MLB season. I love the good vibes. That's what I'm talking about, Lucas. What a wonderful time of year. And tonight, oh, it's baseball tonight. And not only that, but for me, as a guy who likes to bet the ponies, if you will, it's a perfect slate. Oh, such a perfect slate. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 game slate. If I come back and I'm wearing a gold chain next time, you'll know. Victor Scott, you'll know why. Real thick gold chain. Maybe a grill. I don't know, platinum grill. I'm looking to waste some money. I'm already seeing the future, so you got to manifest this stuff by envisioning it, seeing what you would look like, what you would do, the happiness in your eyes and your face. I'm already happy. Happy about it. It's a W. Zach Little to 699. Brothers Breaks, howdy. That's a lot of emojis. Yeah, I come back. I bought the extended warranty on my car. That's how good it goes. No, I'm not an extended warranty guy. So here's why. I learned long ago that the extended warranty for me and the way I drive is a waste of money. I put very little miles on my cars. Ellie. So by the time the extended warranty, like by the time I need one, it's long been used up and gone. Pajes, Aqua. I put like 3,000 miles a year on my vehicles. That's why I buy them brand new. There's a lot of equity in there when I'm all said and done paying it off. Let's go, Colton. Yeah, the O's crushed. Don't forget Gap insurance. Would you buy these at $200 a box? Have and would? Would and have? Yeah, Gap is bad. I've never gotten the Gap. Basically, if anybody's trying to sell you anything at the dealership, it's a bad deal. Yeah, he would. That's why I didn't go to Brent to buy my car. They got to sell you on that Gap. Everything else. Any car dealers in the chat? Let us know. Tell us how it works. I mean, I know. Tell the crew how it works. Let them know. Rivas. No, I love going in and buying a new car and then like staring at him while he's trying to sell me something and just being like, no thanks. And nope, not that either. What about like every single thing that I've gone to this dealership, Reese Hoskins at 225 silver. I've gone to the same dealership for the last couple vehicles, last 3 vehicles I bought, and I know the guy, and he didn't even bother sending out the sales pitch guy on the last one because he knows. I mean, he's just like, okay, we're going to skip that next part because you're not getting any of that. I'm like, you know. Here's a tip for you. Hand him a $20 bill. So I don't want to sit there during the spiel. Mejia to 699. This one covers paint chips and bird droppings. I have a garage. Jake Fraley Aqua. Arias to 699. You went with Carvana. A buddy of mine bought a car off Carvana. And it was a lemon. Suarez to 75. I wish he would have consulted me. I've been trying to get him to consult me for the last 20 years when he goes to buy a car, because every time he makes just like a horrible mistake, and each one is worse than the previous. So the last time he bought one, I was like, dude, just next time you're going to buy a car, talk to me. Tell me what you're thinking about. So this time he didn't contact me directly, but we were both kind of looking at the same time. So it came up in a conversation. He was about to spend almost as much as a brand new car on a used one with 80,000 miles. He could have spent like $3,000 more and got a brand new one. And I'm like, stop. Don't, just whatever you're doing, stop right now. Whitley to 699. got him to stop and reevaluate what he was doing. And he made a much better choice, and he's much happier about his decision. Yeah. He drives a lot, too. So I'm like, dude, don't buy a car. Because he keeps buying cars with like 80,000 miles or like even 100,000. And he puts on 20-something thousand a year. He drives a lot. And it's mostly like it's half work, half extracurricular. And then so by the time like he gets like 2 years deep and he's got, 120, 140,000 miles on it, things are breaking down left and right, and it's a money pit. Not good. There's Pete. Look at him. What a legend. $130 point for cars. I don't know. There's got to be a site out there that tracks it all, but the thing of it is you're not gonna, like, how much a car costs, because it costs the same almost everywhere. They don't do it like they used to. Back in the day, you could kind of haggle and wheel and deal a little bit on the price of like even a new car, but now you can't really haggle on that. It just is what it is. And they're like, don't like it? Sorry. Is your Bronco good for highway miles? It's not good for miles. It's a gas guzzler. At least for me. Usually I have a car that gets pretty good gas mileage, but this one I was like, I'm buying a toy finally. Something that I don't care about gas mileage, because I don't drive around that much anyway, so I don't need good highway miles. I barely go on the highway. I think it probably gets like maybe 18 miles to the gallon on the highway. Maybe. Probably more like 17, 16. The first week I got it, I was driving it like a maniac, and it was getting 12 miles to the gallon, like in general. I mean, I was just flooring it everywhere I went, fishtailing. It's great. What are you talking about, zombie? Oh, are you talking about like, I'm not, I wasn't factoring in country to country prices. I was just thinking about across the US of A, as you would say. But it's kind of funny that it should be the other way around, right? It just doesn't make sense. Canada. Although in Michigan we say A, but we say it in a different way. A. If you were talking about 130 point across international markets for the price of a vehicle with the exchange rate factored in, that'd be interesting. Especially after April 2nd. It's going to be real interesting. Unia Guerrera says, I'm a finance manager at Mercedes-Benz Miami, and everyone seems to have an opinion. Well, this is America. Yeah, darn right we do. But here's the beauty. If someone's opinion's wrong, you can tell them. And you can have a counter opinion. So, if you would like, and I would like, you to counter any nonsense that you're hearing, because my good friend is also a finance manager at a Chevy dealership, so I get all the dirt from that angle. Mercedes is way different. I'm sure they have different policies across the board. But I'd be interested to hear about. I mean, are you trying to say that gap coverage is a good deal? Is that what you're trying to say? Are you trying to sell the chat on gap coverage? And if so, the floor is yours. Carlos says Mercedes marks up their cars $25,000 over invoice. Ooh. Uh-oh. Unier, what do you got to say about that? Let's get ready to rumble! Zach Gallen to 75. Yeah, there's going to be some more marking up going on pretty soon. Jimenez blue. Tovar to $6.99. You can always haggle on the price. Extended warranty is the best. It depends on what you're buying, man. So you can't always haggle on the price. For example, I bought the Wild Track Bronco, and it's like a more limited release, and there was no haggling on that price. The guy's like, because I try. Trust me. I tried. They're like, we have one of these, and we just got it in. They had to unwrap it. I was on top of it. He's like, we just got this in, and there's no discounting this whatsoever. Like, there's people lined up to get these, so you can. We don't care at all. You don't want it, that's fine, but there's no discounts. Lopez, and I looked all over the state for that car, and I didn't find. The only other one that I found was at a dealership that was like 60 miles away. And it was already spoken for. It was on their website, but it was already spoken for. Like, dang. So, it depends. If you're just getting like a stock vehicle that there's already some markup in or whatever. I don't know. Jansen, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it works. The other channel's name is Stryker Unleashed. Mr. Baseball pulled 3 autos out of 5 blasters so far. Best retail out there. So glad I grabbed a Case Plus. Yeah, dude, I can't wait to get my retail and like break it all down and figure out what the better deal is, because according to the numbers, this is those boxes are one of the best ways. I think they're the best of a Heritage high number release to pull an auto that I can remember. I've opened up a decent amount of Heritage retail, and I never really pulled a ton of autos out of there. Or relics. It was just, especially the mega boxes, tough. Tang. Mini Tang. Extended warranties are regulated in most states. In Florida, it is regulated, so there's no discount for warranty. But in Texas, they can charge whatever they want on top of the cost to make money. Mm-hmm. Never bought an extended warranty. Never will. In fact, I laugh when they start pitching me it. Start laughing. Bieber. I feel like Bieber signs a lot of real one autos. Because I've pulled some Bieber autos in the past. The value of the product is really based on the success of the rookies. You can say that again. But it's not just. It's also based on the amount of hits, the value of the hits, but that goes into the value of the rookies. And also the prevalence of autographs and relics, which it goes into hits, but parallels, like there's a lot of parallels in here too, and parallels have a lot more money, especially in Heritage, because they're fewer and far between. It's not like a flagship where there's 50 different parallels. There's only a few different parallels. So when you actually get one, it holds a decent amount of value. Betty? Strider to 225. One mini per hobby, not even. We've been pulling minis like crazy out of this case. But I think it's like 1 out of 40 packs for a mini. Let me just pull it up real quick. I got it handy. Can confirm on autos and blasters. Bought 8. Got 3 autos and 1 relic. 2 random and 1 blue and 1 Churio blue. Like, that's amazing, Chris. That's really good. Okay, autographs. Real 1 autos. I got it right here. Is that what we were looking up? Real 1 autos? Or no, we were looking at minis. That's right. Let me find that. Should have you guys do it. 1 in 30. So you don't get an you're not supposed to get a mini per box. Technically, I guess is 1 every other. A little more than 1 every other. Melendez, blue color match. Aqua Kirkering. Chrome Wong. PR on the minis about 494. Yeah, about 500 minis exist. It's gonna be tough putting the master set together. The minis should have decent value for people wanting to put the entire thing. Even like a random mini, you know, should have like a decent. Two more boxes, HTAs. We'll do the Chrome first. Riddle me this, Mandalorian fanboy. Says Geico Insurance lets you add a 10-year, 100,000 mile warranty to insurance coverage when you buy a car for a very low price. Riddle me this. Shouldn't your car pretty much hold up for 100,000 miles? It's not too much to ask that your car lasts 100,000 miles without breaking down. So why do you need an extended warranty then? Just in case? Sounds like a sales pitch to me. I've never bought insurance on my cell phone. I don't buy insurance. I don't buy life insurance. I don't even like health insurance. I don't like any insurance. Gabe Marquez. I don't think insurance should be mandatory either, but that's a whole different can of worms. Autograph of Ty Madden. Gabe gifting 10 memberships. Look at the greens flowing. Appreciate it, Gabe. Only for Kias. Scam. Tigers autograph for John, followed by Francisco Villarreal of the New York Yankees. That one's going to Ben. And finally, we got a speckle. It's going to be a numbered autograph. Yaquil Mijares to 299. It's a beautiful signature. Look at him. Look at him go. I like it. I like it so much, I'm putting him right here. Mijares. Impressive young man. Something tells me that that gentleman's going to have an excellent big league career. Putting that kind of effort into his auto. That's how I judge a player. Not on talent. Not on God-given talent and ability. How good their eye is. How fast their reflexes are. How powerful their swing is. No. It's, can you sign your name? One more. It's a Bowman draft. Then we got one more break, finishing out the rest of the case. We do a live blaster case or standard rip video. I haven't decided yet. It's going to depend on time and how busy I am. What I got going on, how many things I need to do. Haven't decided. I might just do it on a stream. Seems like most people wanted me to do it on a stream. Josh Karen. For Jonathan. Jaron DeBerry, Mojo first auto to 150. And Ty Sothasine for the Cubs. These are all prospect autos. For anybody who doesn't know, anybody who might be new to collecting in the chat, the first auto of a player is the most collectible autograph. So, meaning it's the highest priced. This would just be a base. If you compare their base autograph, their base Bowman Chrome first to their base rookie auto, generally the first is going to be the most valuable, most collectible. And then of course you've got parallels on top of that. So if you get a numbered one, it's really, really pricey. Here are the hits. Wong, Kirkring, Melendez, Fetty, Valdez, Tang, Jansen, Lopez, Telez, Tovar, Jimenez, Gallon, Bellinger, Arise, Fraley, Mejia, Melendez, Hoskins, Rivas, Pajes, Ellie, Naylor, Burns, Torres, Scott, Whitley, Littell, Ortiz, Joe, Suarez, Fetty, Skeens, Morel, Laureano, Bergmeyer, Foley, 24 Marlins rookie pitchers, Suarez, Leiter, Minnie Porter, Silver Burleson, Minnie Rutledge, Musgrove, Jansen, Lipschitz, Priester, Chrome Herzog, Stroman, Chrome Abreu, and Grandal, Riley, game used, Black Olson, Aqua Skeens, Black Thomas, Silver Perez, game used Contreras, Bieber real one, Strider Silver, Goldschmidt game used, Black Suarez, Speckle Mijares to 299, Villarreal, Madden, Sothasine, DeBerry, Mojo to 150, and Karen. Boom. Break number 3. Let's get it. Closing off the case. Oh, nice. We got an auto out of here. Anthony Rizzo. Sweet on-card auto. Well, that's a good way to start things off. Joe. Let's put him back here, I guess. Little. Like that they put it in plastic. Yeah. Much better than just floating around in the box. They should have maybe... Yeah, I'm okay with how they pack that, actually. I'm okay with it. Whew. Man, these packs are brutal to rip. Just painful. I feel like my nail's gonna fall off. That's how much it hurts. I think it's gonna fall off, and that would be disgusting. How am I gonna open a pack if my thumbnail falls off? Gross. Do you go back and look for SPs? Yeah, there's 2 more sortings after this. Looking for SPs, image variations, anything that was missed, and rookies. Sorting all that out. Is the box loader numbered? I don't see a numbering on there, no. You know what, Samuel? I was thinking the same thing yesterday. I didn't have a tier, but I thought about it. It made me a little sad, but barely registered as sadness. Barely. Like 1 on a scale of 1 to 100. A brief bit of sadness. I was up till 3 a.m. Norton. And then I had to finish in the morning. It's like having someone else touch your chips or your cards at the table, Jay Diesel. Unacceptable. No, but I actually thought about trying like this. Like this. But even this is inefficient and cheap. It looks so pathetic. Cutting open your cards like that. I don't know about you, but I don't like that. Does not look like a manly thing to do. Snipping open the top of your pack because your precious fingers can't get hurt. I'll be ripping till they bleed. And even then, I'll just put some band-aids on. Maybe a glove, but probably not. Probably just wrap it up. Some super glue. Call it good. Don't forget the white gloves, yeah, right. Corbin Burns. Awfully happy with his hundreds of millions. As would we all be. Hancock rookie to $6.99. Not too bad. It's a good pitcher. There's quite a little gap. Probably just a high number. Yep. White border Ohapi. Used to. Merrifield, blue. Aqua Bellinger. Yeah, Stryker scissors hands. This is one time I wish. Wyatt rookie performers. Churio. There's a back-to-back collation. Black Walker. Corey asks, between 2 hobbies of this or a 2018 update Otani Gold raw, maybe a PSA 9. Which one would you buy? Hold on, let me wrap my head around it. It's almost always a better monetary decision to buy the single cards you want rather than buy a box and just roll the dice. Especially in the case of, it's not exactly apples to apples, you know, the 2018 Ohtani Gold that's raw that might be a 9. It's tough to like really boil that down to what exactly you're getting. I think the better question would be like, would you rather buy the silver Churio and whatever price that costs? Ooh, that's a nice card. Or however many boxes, right? Of this. And it just kind of depends, because if the only card you want is the silver Churio, and that's really like you got your head focused on that, you're just like, I want that card so bad, just buy that card. Way better. You're going to open up tens of thousands before you get that card. Look at this. Ohtani and Matt Olson, home run leaders at 225. Sweet card. Goes to the Angels. Ohtani, Angels, Joshua. But like for me, for this release especially, because there's so many good rookies, like you can, like it's a W, no, like if you get half a dozen different rookies, you never know. And plus you could get a real one auto instead of getting the silver or whatever one you want to buy, or you could get a red ink auto, or you could get a dual auto, or a cut 101, or you know, the mystery of all the things that you could get. It's not like the ceiling is that silver card that you want, or that we're talking about here. The ceiling would be like a 101 of the Paul Skeens or something. You could get that if you just open a box. So that's the part of it that people leave out when they're presenting that scenario or trying to justify one way or another. They're not factoring in the ceiling of what you could get. Especially when you rip like a whole case or something. You know, the odds of you getting a big hit go up. But if really all you care about is getting one thing specifically and everything else doesn't matter, then just buy the card for sure. But this is not just about, you don't open a box of cards because you want one card typically. You open it because it's fun, it's an experience, it's a memory. If you pull the card you want or a big card, it's a memory that you'll probably never forget. People remember where they were when they opened like a big card that they hit and what they were doing and what they were chasing and what year it was and how they felt, and like there's a whole experience behind it. Coco Montes. Remember, I did if anybody goes back on my channel, I did a 2022 Topps Heritage high number comparison, and I did this exact same thing. I said I want I think it was the Julio. I wanted the Julio Rodriguez Real One Auto. So what is better, buying the equivalent amount of how much that cost in boxes or just buying the card? And then what do you get if you open the boxes? And then what do you have when you just buy the card? I already did that comparison. Turns out I got a lot more from opening the boxes. And I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to be an easy, clear victory, just buy the card. That wasn't the case. I ended up getting a Bobby Witt Jr. Real One Auto, Julio Rodriguez Silver, like all kinds of stuff. Image variation, Bobby Rookie, like I got tons of sweet stuff. Bader Aqua, and I didn't even think about like pulling different things, you know, like and adding it all up and how much. But I did all that. You should watch the video. Renhefo, I did two sealed cases worth. Like, what can you get? That was the point of the video. What can you get for the amount that you would spend on 2 cases? And then I bought the single cards. Cutter Crawford Blue. MVPs, Fred Lynn and Joe Morgan Chrome. Ooh, that's a good card. Wow. Dominguez, Volpe, Soto, and Judge. Sheesh. Win high number was $50 a box. Yeah, it was cheap. CES. Do the same thing here. Pay for it. Is that a deal? Compleanno torno tomo. You pay for it, I'll do it. It's a deal. It's all fine for someone to tell someone else what to do when it's not their money, right? My PayPal is decorgalorestore at outlook.com. You pay for it, I'll do it. It'll be fun. The Harper Red Ink. Bryce Harper Red Ink sold for $1,000. Whoa. That's overpriced. Good thing you got in while you could. Oh, wait. I'm sure you can math it. Wait. Thought you wanted me to do the rip and the buy. But now when it's on you, you just want me to math it out? That's what I thought. Harper was a pop one. Was it? What year was it? And wait, you're not talking about this year. You're talking about some other year? Did I miss it, Corey? What year you're talking about? I must have missed it. Yeah, in general, Heritage, like real one autos in general, are low pop. Especially if you compare it to, like it's just a regular, like a Topps Chrome. We know, Cracker Jack. Stop spamming, or I'll ban you. Thank you, Mux. It's a lot easier to do a comparison video ripping multiple cases when the box is $50 as opposed to 200 plus 220. Yeah, Red Inks, they definitely sell for a premium, but usually it's, I mean, not always, but usually it's the rookies that get the premium. But Bryce is a superstar Hall of Famer, so I can see that. I was just trying to think of, like, the reason why it mattered is when you got that card and it was a one pop, was that early on? I still don't know what year that was. Oh, here we go. 22 Heritage high number. Harper Red Ink got a PSA 10 and sold for $1K within 5 minutes of listing. You thought it was underlisted because it was a pop one? No, I think that's plenty fair. I think you did just fine. One pop though, so it might as well be like a 101. I think a lot of people don't think about sending that card off to get graded. If it's only a one pop and there's 77 of them, right? 77 of them, 78 that exist. That the math doesn't check out. So I wonder why that is. I wonder if it's because there's a lot of that wax sitting around that hasn't been ripped, or if people just don't think to send that card away because it's not a rookie, or what. Was there any raw ones? Maybe the raw ones were like OC or something. Michael Bush. But dude, I know what you mean. Like even the blue even the blue real one autos are low pop. And I don't know why. I know that there's not as many of them, but at the same time, it just doesn't seem like there must just be a bunch of wax sitting out there still. Of 2022 in particular. Remember how cheap it was for a long time? And I think some people maybe bought it up while it was that cheap and they're just sitting on it, which would have been a smart idea. I bought a couple of cases extra of it, but I just gave it all away. Wish I would have bought more and held on to it, but you can only hold so much wax at a time before it's like got mountains of wax. White bordered, psych, black border. Leading fireman, Class A and Bednar to $6.99. Past a B&W. See if I can find it real quick by scrolling through at an amazing speed. There she is. Carter Crawford, good eye, appreciate it. See, I trust Shaka. Shaka won't lead me astray. You got 8 hobbies of 22 high number sealed in my closet still. See? Anthony Smart, that's what he did. Stryker, not as smart as Anthony. Maybe more generous than Anthony, though. Because I gave away probably, I can tell you how many packs I gave away to Slammers. $3,456. Hold on, 12 boxes times 24. No, wait, 12. No, that's not right. 576. That sounds more like it. Is that right? 12, 24. Maybe that's not even right. So we got 24 times 24. Yeah, maybe that is right. Don't get me trying to do math while I'm doing this. It doesn't work out. Need to focus when doing math. Uesawa blue. Even though it's easy math, doesn't matter. IKF aqua. Blue Gomez. Cowley to 225 silver. White border Barger. Forest Wall in a chrome. Sweet hit. Even though he got sent down, that's still a nice one. Evan Carter, rookie auto. He'll be back. Just remember, don't sell this card right now. You're gonna want to wait till he's at least tearing it up or it's announced he's coming back up. Definitely don't auction it off. No, I do some bets too, Samuel, but mostly DFS. It depends though. If it's not something that has DFS, and I'll just do regular bets sometimes. I have a Fanatics account. I've got a decent amount on there. For some reason, when I bet on the Fanatics app, like I win like every bet. I don't know why. I don't know why. So I got a bunch of money in there. And then I just decided to put most of it on the Tigers to win the American League this year. Like a sucker hometown, just a homer bet. But I did it for a reason. It was before the Bregman deal got done, and I was betting on if they get Bregman. Because the odds weren't baked in that they were getting Bregman. And I figured that the odds would improve if they did get him, and then I would technically be able to cash out if they got him, and I wouldn't even have to wait. But that didn't happen, so I still have an open bet, and never know. They could still make a move. They've still got all that money they were going to spend on Bregman, so I think they could make a trade still, like a good trade this year. And I believe the AL is pretty wide open, especially with the injury situations that have happened. We got a Cy Young pitcher. This is upside. AL's open. Right now, I'm leaning towards Rangers, but still wide open. I think Red Sox, Rangers, Yankees, Tigers, Blue Jays. Those are my favorite teams in the American League. Detroit to win the Central is pretty... It's not an easy bet, but it's easy to see that happening. I think Kansas City, like people's love for Kansas City is overrated. Like, oh, they're going to be... Nah. I don't think their team's that good. I don't think... They made some moves, but I don't think the moves put them over the top. I wouldn't be shocked if they won it. I wouldn't be shocked if the Twins or the Guardians or the Royals win the AL Central. The Central is kind of wide open, but I think we have I think we have easily the best staff, the best pitching staff in the Central, easily. So that helps. And then as far as offenses go, we're like just right in the mix with the other teams. Maybe not better, but it's in the mix. I don't like the Twins are just shambles. They're always shambles. This year's not going to be any different. Look at it. Royce Lewis is already down. Next up, Byron Buxton. Next up, Correa. Like it. You know that's going to happen. Don't worry about the Blue Jays, Colton. They're going to be just fine. It's just one game. They're going to be just fine. I bet you they win today. I don't even know who's pitching, but I bet you they win today. It's Charlie Morton versus Kevin Gausman. I bet you they win tonight. And they'll be 1-1. And then tomorrow, Scherzer versus Dean Kramer. And then they win again. So they're going to win two games in a row. See, I'll build you up. I'll build your confidence. I'm going to lift you up. Charlie will give up 4+. Charlie's getting old, man. But the thing about it is that curveball ages like a fine wine. Like if you got a good curve, you can pitch till you're like 45. But the problem is if your fastball keeps losing velocity and then the opposing team has no respect for your fastball, they can just sit on that curve. And if you hang one, bye-bye. Mala says Jackson Holiday going 4 for 4 with 3 home runs and a triple. No. Not against. I could see him hitting a home run. I actually like Jackson Holiday tonight because it's righty lefty, so he's got an advantage there. Gossman is known to give up a big hit from time to time, and he can definitely implode, but also this is the situation where Jackson Holiday just sits, he's just down there batting ninth. Nobody's thinking about him. You got to go through the rest of that Baltimore order, which is looking pretty good. They got a lot of good lefties too. And then all of a sudden you're like, okay, the top of the order's coming up. We just got to get to the top. And then Jackson sneaks up on you and pops one. I could see him hitting a home run tonight. But not 4 for 4 with 3 home runs and a triple. I can't see that. But I'm going to be playing a little bit of Jackson Holiday tonight. Because he's going to be low owned. And he's on the road. Which, you know, means that he could get an additional AB. Hernandez to 699. Now batting ninth doesn't mean, I mean, in this scenario where, I don't know, at least he's on the road and it is possible. Manzardo, white border. And also they're not going to be subbing him out. Like he's playing the whole game. That's the scary part about playing somebody who's like, you know, a situational hitter, getting pulled in the game and then losing your ABs. Loperfido, blue border. But a sneaky play would be when the Tigers are facing a lefty to put in Kerry Carpenter, even if he's not in the starting lineup. He'll be like you'll be the only person that owns him, and if he hits a home run, well, there you go. You just leapfrog the field. Louis Hill, mini. I don't recommend doing that. It's like a crazy man's play, but yeah, I did not. Here, I'm going to drop a link right now. If anybody wants to join a break, you got to join my Patreon group. If you like the channel, support what I do. Join Patreon, become a slammer. Slammers get notified when I post a break. They can buy in if they want. Download the Patreon app. Link's in the chat right now. Download the Patreon app on your phone. That way the notification just pops up on your phone. You can click buy in. It'll take you right to my website where the break's listed. Jesse Winker, blue. Alcantara, silver, 100 of 225. A white border Lodolo. You wish Upper Deck still made baseball cards? Yeah, I love Upper Deck stuff. It's just refreshing. I don't know what it is about it. I definitely have a nostalgia connection to Upper Deck from when I was a kid. But it's different. It's different than like whatever Topps does. Different inserts. It's got a different feel. It's like it's a different artistic feel to a lot of cards. Sparky to 75. I wish that multiple companies had the rights to make cards, and then all the companies, like three, let's say three, Panini wants it, Upper Deck, the three big ones, Upper Deck, Panini, and Topps. I wish they all had rights, but they were all limited to X number of releases per year, so that there would be legitimate competition. People, like, they would have to compete for people's business, and there wouldn't be it wouldn't be over flooded because there's three companies that have it, and it would just bring the value of everything down. Because that's the problem when multiple companies have licensing. Look at junk wax era stuff. It just, like, everybody started hopping in the mix and, like, overproducing everything, and that was bad for collectors. Set the whole hobby of trading cards back like decades. So that's not the right answer. Just like free for all, everybody can have it. But I think the answer is each company gets, I don't know, 10 releases, 12 maybe, and they got to compete for your business. That'd be great for us as consumers. There's a Rowdy blue. Competition's good, but not too much. For this in particular, it's different with collectibles. Connor Phillips to $6.99. Otani, perfectly programmed. Veneziano Aqua. Pretty sure there's like a class action lawsuit going on between Panini and Fanatics. I don't know how that's gonna work itself out, but bring back Fleer. Fleer Ultra. Yeah, the foil stamp, the Upper Deck, the baseball, the baseball hologram, baseball diamond hologram. I like Skybox. Well, Skybox Wiki is Upper Deck, so Upper Deck has brought back some Skybox stuff. Like they have the PMGs. Upper Deck has PMGs, and that was a Skybox thing. The last box. My thumb is just like, thank you. I'll make it through, I promise. Mm-hmm. If they could find a way to stop scalpers from doubling prices, it would be more fun. It's not the scalpers' fault. You have a misnomer about how things work. It's the demand that's the problem. Yeah, and it's not a problem, it's a good thing. You want your hobby to have a lot of demand. If there's no demand in your hobby, then okay, so with that, no data. We're back. So if you admit that, then it's like, well, then it's good that there's a lot of demand, because demand increases prices. Therefore, the card that I pull will be worth more money. But at the same time, too much demand can increase the price of the wax. But if you're smart, savvy, and determined, you can find the stuff for cost to an extent. Especially like the retail stuff. And if they make retail good, which historically retail has been like the best bang for your buck, the best deal, the best dollar per collectible card, other than the autograph side of it, then you can find, there's plenty of retail available for cost. That's a good deal. I link it all the time. I try to like tell and help fans of the channel, like, dude, here it is. You better buy it, because it's gonna be gone. It's gonna be twice the price. You snooze, you lose. It's available. You're just snoozing. And if you really cared and if you really want it, then you got to figure out the ways to get it, and you got to be timely. You got to be ready. There's nothing difficult about going to target.com, clicking 3 buttons, and then you have it on its way for straight retail. So don't blame scalpers if you're slow on the trigger finger. And it's not like it was up for days, and it was well announced, multiple different places. Here's where you can get it. They even put a limit on it. You can only buy 6 boxes. So there's plenty available for a long period of time. So don't blame scalpers. Just so happens it's really popular. So the scalpers are like on their toes, savvy business people. Gavin Stone, like, you could do that too. You could go buy it. Rosario to $6.99. Happy Friday, Nick. I come close to buying hockey just for some Upper Deck nostalgia, and I don't even like hockey. Yeah, I'm going to be opening up some more hockey. Series 2 came out recently. I'm going to open up some Series 2 hobby boxes. And more. I've been lucky with hockey. Well, either I've been lucky with hockey, or there's like more ROI in hockey. Musgrove. It seems like there's quite a bit of ROI in hockey. Tristan Gray, Aqua. Pokemon is 1,000 times harder to get. I mean, you can just pre-order anything. I don't understand people. Like, all of these things are available to pre-order and buy at will. Even Pokemon. It's just, if you're late and you snooze, it's going to be more expensive because you snoozed on it. You got to be early to the party and know, like, this is going to be a good release. I'm going to pre-order it now, before, like, right as soon as it's offered, before the price gets jacked up. Guys, even this stuff right here was offered initially through different distributors and retailers for way less. You could have pre-ordered this from Dave and Adams when it got released for like $109 or something a box. Anybody, you, me, everybody, there's plenty of it available. Just go to the website, click pre-order, and buy it. The problem is, people didn't know and they hesitated. Like, I understand that it's tough to know. There's a gamble in it too. Yeah, you're not. It's not just like, this is going to be a banger, I know it's going to be worth twice as much. You never really know. So sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit. That's life, man. You can't just go through life playing it safe and expect to become rich or something. Like, you got to take risks. All millionaires, billionaires, anybody who's got like tons of money, they in one way, shape, or form, they put something on the line. They went out on a limb. They risked something, whether it was their time, effort, focus, trying to get a job. trying to get a girl, finding a wife. Like, you still got to risk, like, your comfort zone. Grossman, to go talk to a girl. Everything, man. If it was easy, then everybody would do it. People figured out the tops would have a pre-order, and then when they didn't, the secondary sites realized and raised their prices. You can't, that's an assumption. People were trying to play it safe, Mark. That's exactly what I was talking about. People are like, Top is going to have a pre-order. So what is that? That's 1, it's like laziness. 2, it's safety. 3, it's complacency. You got to be active. Be like, where is it available, dude? I checked websites every day for like a month trying to find pre-orders for this. And I waited and I waited and I checked and I searched and I waited and checked and searched. So you got to be proactive. Cole Wynn whiteboarder. And you gotta know the hobby too. And remember, I'm telling you all, that's why I do this. I try to share with you all the information I know. I told people about it. I've been talking about this. There was no information for a long time. So you had to just wait for it. Keep your ears open, your eyes peeled. Blow out forums, sniffing around, any news of it. Not saying it's easy, but it is doable. Typically has a prototype. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. If something's real short produced, history has shown us that if a product is in demand, you can't wait to get it, try to get it on tops, especially for the like real high demand stuff, Chrome update. They'll do a drawing or something on there, so you're not guaranteed a box. Nobody's guaranteed. You're not guaranteed anything. Your best bet is just hope that you can get more. Buy what you want, pre-ordered, and then hope you can get more at a cheaper price. It's like you're hedging your bet, you know? Like, if I can get more for less, then great. But if not, at least I pre-ordered it. Oh, a big one. Yamamoto. Woo! Gold Bean, what do you expect? If a quote-unquote scalper / reseller goes out and buys a whole bunch of something, do you think they're buying stuff that's not popular and not in demand? You know, stuff that they would, like, normally a heritage product that costs $25, let's say, for a blaster box. Are they going out and buying up all that stuff? No, because it's not popular. There's no demand for it. So when there's demand for something, people are going to buy as much of it as they can and try to make a profit. That's how, like, business works. Buy something for less than you sell it for. And that's just how things work. Like, just being mad about it and saying it ruined something. What's ruined? What's ruined? Nobody would be able to go, like, you can put limits on things. You know, like a store could put a limit 3 boxes per, and they've done that in the past. And also there's limits on it on all sorts of different places. There's limits on how much you can buy on Tops. There's limits on how much you can buy, like, at Target. There's limits on Fanatics. So, like, just to go out and, like, blame scammers and resellers, you have the same opportunity to do that. You're just slow. Everybody does. Everybody's trying to make a buck in this world, one way or another. Oh, Hoppy. You can't blame them. Why would you blame them? You could do the same thing, and if you don't, that's on you. Like, if you think you're going to leave it for the kids, you're delusional, because the next guy is going to come and buy it all. If it's not you, it's the next guy. And there's nothing, like, as long as there's no limits and you're playing within the rules of the game, how can you blame them? I've been skunked, like, basically in the last last couple years, I would say, I've been skunked probably every single time I go out in the wild looking for boxes. And not once have I been mad about it. It's just part of the game. It's literally part of the game. We're playing a game. This is a game. Collecting, opening, playing a game of who can get the best hits. Like, it's just a game. And better luck next time if you go out to the store and someone beats you there. Well, you got to play the game better. It's not like nobody's going to let something that's valuable sit on a shelf and collect dust. Nobody's going to let that happen. Landon Knack. Mr. Baseball says, not sure why anyone didn't think the checklist would be great. If you didn't think it would be great, you're misinformed, or you're just new and you have no idea. I think most people knew that it was going to be great. But what we didn't know is how much they were going to produce. And it's the reason why I waited to talk a little bit about it is because I was confused on there was no odd sheet. So like, I didn't know if there was going to be the Chrome situation. And maybe that's why they waited so long to come out with the odds, because they didn't want people panicking and scrambling and trying to buy it all up, because they knew that they didn't make that much of it. But I don't know, because they took an awful long time to come out with the checklist and the odds sheet. Longer than any other release. And I don't know if that was strategic or if they just kind of dropped the ball on that. I don't know if we'll ever know. Yeah, John, it was in the second break. Yeah, this happens for everything, man. Remember when the Wii came out? The Nintendo Wii? Everybody was trying to get a hold of one of those. They would buy everyone they could get a hold of. You could flip it and make money. That has happened in the past too, with like PlayStations and just different gaming consoles. It happens with different sneaker releases. It happens with different clothing, kinds of clothing. Anything that has value, people are going to be lined up to get it because of the distribution, because of the way things are distributed. Now, what Fanatics has actually done is they've made it more available to more people. Before Fanatics took over, in order to get a Topps product, you would have to get it through either a card shop or one of the big distributors. Dave and Adam, Steel City. And you would have to basically like sell your soul to get an allocation. If you couldn't get an allocation, then the only way that you could get cards for a decent price is to try to find retail. At least now they're offering releases on Topps.com and Fanatics.com that are available to the public, and they're available in limited quantities to the public, and you either have to like win a drawing or time it just right. Like that, it was a S show for the release of this. I'm not defending that. That was horrible. They should have done an EQL for that release too. And that's as fair as it can be. Offer up 1 or 2 boxes, whatever, per person, and have it be an EQL drawing. And it's more readily available for like cost or close to cost. Definitely under marked up. You know, you could have got this for $100 for Topps. They could have charged you $200 on the website if they wanted to. They could have put it up for $200. And people would have bought it just as fast. At least it's not $220, right? Because it's $220 on all the other sites right now. So at least they're trying. There's no like perfect way to do it. If you make too much, it's watered down. Everybody complains it's watered down. If you don't make enough, oh, there's not enough available, and then the price gets jacked up. How do you want it? What do you want? Can't have it both ways. But I think the way that they do it with the EQL and the product drop, even though I've never won a product drop, it's about as fair as it can be. Dude, even like hobby shops and stuff only got like 2 cases of this. Bowman Chrome. And in the past, usually hobby shops would get up to like 8 cases. A lot. I almost bought a sweet pair of Jordans about a month ago, Paul. Original, like collectible Jordans. Thousands of dollars. But I don't know enough about retro Jordans. I didn't feel comfortable bidding on something that expensive that I don't know a lot about. You did that on PS5? Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that. This feels pretty thick. I wonder if we got a bonus one. Autograph number 1, Dominic Pitele. Everything's gotten expensive, Seaweeda. What hasn't gotten expensive over the last 4 years? Piteli. First. We got a bonus hit. And a gold. Steven Martinez. 8 of 50. True gold. Going to the Orioles. Troy. Another parallel. Abraham Nunez. A White Sox hit for Christopher. Retro Causality says baseball is exploding. My LCS got tons of basketball and football. Baseball's gone first day. Well, baseball, according to the higher ups at Fanatics, has become like the #1 sport in collecting in the collectible hobby for cards. Jaron Elkins. But part of that is to do with the checklist, man. If you've got a checklist that is not hitting, it's not going to sell. Doesn't matter what sport it is. Sales are going to be way down if you don't have a good rookie that people are chasing, or some kind of chase cards that hold value. You have to have both. For baseball, a Bowman released, you got to have good prospects, and we got, boom, 2 superstar prospects right here on the cover. You have to have good prospects in the Bowman stuff, and you have to have good rookies in the regular stuff. And then on top of that, what Fanatics has done is created more chase hit type cards that have value and desirability and collectability in the hobby. So that formula has been successful. And then at the same time, they're stealing away the football and the basketball prospects that have autographs, rookie autographs. So they're stealing those guys away and getting the exclusive rights. And it's like, okay, go ahead, try to sell your product for outrageous prices with no rookie autographs of the elite players. Not going to happen. I mean, some people are still dumb enough to buy it, but eventually they lose their tails. Or immediately. Joshua says, I went to my LCS looking for anything 2025. They had nothing. The only thing was single 13 card sleeve. Well, there's only been one thing out that's 2025. It's just Series 1. They should have some of that. If they don't have any of that, then... Well, it was popular. 2025, even though... I did a whole series about this. 2021 or Series 1 releases are some of the most popular releases of the year, but that doesn't make them the best release of the year. Series 1 is one of the worst releases of the year in terms of like mass production, overproduced, tough to get a hit, stuff like that. But it's one of the most popular releases of the year at the same time. And that's just because the season's getting ready to start. People are excited about the new rookie class, excited about their team, excited for the new 2025 or whatever year it is. So if they don't have any, it's just, I mean, I don't know. They should have, it probably just was so popular they sold out. Holman. Red tip for Robert. Oh, there's a nice hit. Connor Griffin. That's a big boy. Big hit right here to 99. Green Lava, Connor Griffin. 9th overall pick. A youngin'. He's one of the youngins. And that is probably a grader. Probably going to want to get that graded. You'll have to check it out, you know, obviously. Pirates hit for Justin. Good job. I stream every Wednesday and Friday, Mr. Baseball. So we'll be having tribute. Tribute's going to be coming out. I'm going to be doing a stream with blaster boxes of Heritage High number for my PC. And then we've got Topps Chrome Black coming out as well. And then Bowman. Well, hit number 1. Autograph box loader, Anthony Rizzo. That was your hobby shop. Telez, Veneziano, Otani, Phillips, Lodolo, Winker, Mini Heel, Ozuna, Loperfido, Manzardo, Hernandez. What is that? Or did I accidentally top load those? Mendoza, Molly, Wall, Barger, Gomez, Valefa, Uwasawa, Gordon, Peralta, Coley, Classe, and Bednar. Black 2024 rookie infielders. Renfroe kind of looks like Trout right there, doesn't he? Like Trout's been on the couch for a couple months straight. Renfroe, Ozuna, Bush, 24 Yankees, 75 MVPs. Crawford, Mini Rengifo, Bader, Tatis, Stone, Tang, Bellinger, Merrifield, Ohapi, Hancock, Burns. Is there one more 2024 release? I mean, there's been talk of Platinum Anniversary still coming out. Is there another one too? I think that may be the last one. Oh, someone said Dynasty, 2024 Dynasty maybe still too. Black Robbie Ray to 75. Devers game used. Grossman. Giants pitchers. Stolen base leaders. Black and white Turner. Sparky. Alcantara. Yamamoto, real one. Phillips, black and white Crawford. Walker, Montez, real one. Evan Carter, real one. Silver home run leaders. Otani and Olsen to 225. Holman first. Burkholder first. Elkins. Nunez refractor first, 499. Martinez to 50. Pitelli. Big boy, Connor Griffin. Green Lava to 99. Sweet. Ohapi, Wynn, Musgrove, Gray, Musgrove, Rosario, Stone, Bush, and Knack. Well, I hope you had fun ripping a case plus a little bit of extra of the newest release 2024 Heritage High number, and we're going to be back at it again real soon. At the very least, Wednesday. Hopefully I get my blasters sometime between now and next week. It may be Monday or Tuesday by the time I get them. I don't have tracking info or anything, so I don't know. But I will see you then, and we're going to have a good time.